Alrighty guys, we are welcome back. We are going to be doing distance on a coordinate plane today. So today we are trying to find the distance of 2 points on a coordinate plane. We're going to use our Pythagorean theorem to do that. The first thing here says, assuming each interval on the graph represents 1 unit, find a way to do each by counting. If not possible, explain why. So the first one says find the length of AB. So that one's really easy to do by counting. You can just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the length of the first is 6 units. The next one we cannot do by counting because it's on the diagonal. So this would be no, because it is diagonal. Explain how a right triangle to help you. So a right triangle could help you find it because if we extended A here and created a right triangle, we could use the Pythagorean theorem because C would be our hypotenuse. So if we created a right triangle, we could use the Pythagorean theorem. To solve. So to find the diagonal distance on a coordinate plane or a right triangle where the diagonal is the hypotenuse or C, then use the distance. Then we use the Pythagorean theorem. Pythagorean theorem to calculate the diagonal distance. So we're going to use that A squared plus B squared equals C squared that we learned last week to find that distance between A and C. And I will do some examples with you here. So we first have A and B. So we are trying to find this distance between A and B. So we're going to create a right triangle to do that. So I'm going to come out from A and over to B, and then I'm going to connect that, and now I have a right triangle. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 is my distance over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is my distance over here. So I get A squared plus B squared is equal to C squared, which is going to be 4 squared plus 5 squared is equal to C squared. Be 16 plus 25 is equal to C squared. (16 plus 25 is equal to 41. So we're going to have 41 is equal to C squared. So we got to find the square root of 41, which is going to be 6.4. It's going to be 6.4. We're going to do the same thing with the next one here. You click the right thing. You're going to find the distance between A and B. So we're going to do a little triangle to help us with that. And you can pause and get a ruler if you need a ruler to make your lines perfectly straight. You have 2 here is your distance. 2 here is your distance, and then if we count down, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is our distance. So we get a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. 2 squared plus 7 squared is equal to c squared. 4 plus 49 is equal to c squared. 4 plus 49 is equal to 53. So 53 is equal to c squared. So we have to do the square root of 53, which is going to be 7.28, or average to 7.3 when you round up, because 8 is greater than 5. All right, I want you to go ahead and pause, and you're going to do the next two. This one you have to draw your triangle on. The next one, they already gave you a triangle, and you're just finding E and G. All right, if you need any help, please raise your hand, ask questions, and I'll be happy to help. All right, we are moving on to the next one here. This time you have to graph your points. They don't already give you your points, so we're going to start by graphing them in blue. We have -6, 1. Let me erase some of that. I don't know why it's artifacting so much, but we have -6, 1. Then we have -4, 5. So we are trying to find the distance between those 2 points. So I'm going to draw my triangle here. And I get 1, 2 here, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. So I have a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, or 2 squared plus 4 squared is equal to c squared. Is equal to c squared. You have 4 plus 16 is equal to c squared. 4 plus 16 is 20. It's equal to c squared. So you get the square root of 20 is equal to c. And the square root of 20 is 4.47. So it would equal 4.5 when you round it to your nearest tenth. Equal to 4.5 is equal to c. So the distance between those 2 points is equal to 4.5. Our next one, we have, I'm going to do an orange here, is -7 and 7, all the way over to 4 and -3. So I'm going to take out my shape maker. I'm going to make this triangle in orange just to make it different from the other one. So I'm going to find that distance there. By doing that, I'm going to go like this and make a right triangle. Now I have the distance here is 1, 2, 3, 4. The distance here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So if I have a squared plus b squared equals c squared, I get 4 squared plus 11 squared is equal to c squared. I get 16 plus 121 is equal to c squared. 16 plus 121 is 137. It's equal to c squared. So we can do the square root of 137 is equal to c, which is 11.7. All right, go ahead and pause and try and do this one. Or the next one here, I will help you kind of draw the points there. You have 0 and 2 is right here, and 7 and +7. So go ahead and draw a triangle, and then find the distance between those 2 points for me. Alrighty, our next one is we're trying to use the pentagon on the grid represents a front view of the dollhouse in Kaylin's room. Use the grid to answer A through B. If each segment on the unit represents 1 centimeter, what is the length of the segment below? So you're going to have, first off, you're going to have A and B here. AB here that you're trying to find. Once you find it for AB, you have AC, and then the rest of them you can count, or BC here. So if you find AB, you can find BC because it's going to be the same length, and then count up. You can count for the rest of them. So the only one we have to do the Pythagorean one is for this. So I am going to just draw a line here. Then I'm going to draw a line all the way over here for B. And then up here. So my triangle has the measurements of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I do A squared plus A squared plus B squared equals C squared, I get 6 squared plus 8 squared equals C squared. I get 36 plus 64 equals C squared, or 100 equals C squared. Then if I do the square root of 100 equals C, C would then equal 10. So I know my length of AB is 10. That lets me know that the length of BC is also 10. CD, I just count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I count here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then EA is going to be the same as CD, so that is also going to be 5. And then so my perimeter, I would add them all up, which would equal 42. And there you go. Our next question, I'm going to have you solve on your own. You can go ahead and pause it and try and solve now, or I'll walk you through it just a tiny bit. In the graph below, point A represents Aria's house, point B represents Bridget's house, and point C represents Capri's house. Each unit on the graph represents 2 miles to the nearest 10th. Find the distance between the most direct path between each pairs of houses. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find the distance between each of these houses. You also have to recognize that it's 2 miles. So whatever your distance is going to be, you're going to have to multiply it by 2 to find the miles. So our first triangle we're going to do here is AB. So it's going to look like this. Between Aria's and Bridget's house here. I would go ahead and pause and solve this one because it does get a little complicated when you see all the triangles on one screen. Then the next one I'm going to do in orange here is going to be between Bridget's and Capri's house. And then I would pause and go assign this. Remember to multiply by 2 after you find that distance using A squared plus B squared equals C squared. And our final triangle, I will do it in blue here, is going to be Capri, or Ari's to Capri's house, or Capri's to Ari's house. And I'll do 2 over and straight down. So like you said, it kind of covers the top of the first triangle. So if you need to go back in the video, but there you go. You have all 3 triangles and you can find the distance between those 2 houses. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. I'll be happy to help. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.